Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all my students. So we meet again with a new topic, which is creative problem solving using IT solution. Okay, what is problem solving? So problem solving is actually you want to identify what are the best solution to your problem. So before we go to that strategies, we look at what is the problem solving methods. Okay, so it is actually talking about or discussing about how you can solve your problem, using a very structured technique. So in this, I share with you, we have 4 steps here. How to solve the problem. So first, we must define the problem. First you must define what is your problem. What is it cause? What are the signs there is a problem at all? So you need to identify what is your problem. Maybe you can list down all the problems that you have, and then choose what is exactly the problem that you want to solve. Step number 2, which is identify various solution. You will identify what are the solution that possible for that problem, for the problem that you have identified in step 1. You need to, maybe you have listed more than one solution. So from that, you will see what are some of good ideas to solve it. And then in step number 3, you will evaluate your solution. And then you choose what is the best solution to solve the problem that you have identified. And then what is the easiest option, or what is the best solution. So number 4, you will implement the solution. You will finally implement the solution that you have chosen, that you have you have think that it is the best way to solve your problem. So we look at how you can solve the problem. How you can propose a best solution using problem solving strategies. What is problem solving strategy here is actually a plan of action used to find a solution. So in computer, in order for you to find the best solution, here is we have 4 strategies. So you can read further here. I have embed also the link here for your further reading. But we will discuss very brief on the algorithm. The first strategy, which is step-by-step procedure, this is one of the method or strategy that we use mostly in the computer science area. It is actually very step-by-step to find the correct solution. When we are talking about algorithm, so it is very detailed instruction or very detailed way to solve the or to make the solution. So while an algorithm guarantees an accurate answer, it is not always the best approach to solve problem. Even though algorithm at the end of the instruction will give you a correct answer, but it is not suitable for all problems. What is example regarding to the algorithm? So it is actually instruction manual for installing new software on your computer, for example. Or for example in Google, where you want to search information in the database, so it will have a very structured algorithm. It will instruct the computer to do the task that user want to have. Strategy number 2, which is heuristic. So it is actually a mental rule of thumb strategy. That is, we call that. Maybe or not, it may or not work. In certain situations, same as algorithm. So it is actually, the strategy depends on what problem that you want to solve. So it is what is the difference between algorithm and heuristic? So heuristic is more on saving your time, okay, when solving a problem. So example, you proposing working backwards, okay. So you want to solve a problem, you identify the solution, so you will start from the solution itself, okay, not the problem. Okay, that is the meaning of working backwards. Okay, breaking a task into steps. Okay, sometimes it is the best way if you have a very complex problem, so you divide into smaller problem, then you solve one by one. Okay, that is the heuristic way. Okay, but in the algorithm, you will solve the problem from A to Z in very structured steps. Okay. Okay, strategy number 3, it is the trial and error. Okay, trial and error approach is you try a number of different solutions. Okay, this is takes the time. Okay, because you need to try until you find the best solution. So this approach can be a good option, but if you have very limited time or very limited number of options available, yes, okay. But if you have very limited time, it is not advisable to do the trial and error. Okay, for example, you have restarting phone. Okay, so turning off Wi-Fi, turning off Bluetooth in order to determine why your phone is malfunctioning. Okay, so you can try one by one to identify, okay, what is the main reason your phone is not function. So you will try to identify by trial and error all the functions that you have in your phone. Okay, the last strategy, okay, that we have in order to solve your problem, so insight, we call that insight. So in some cases, the solution to a problem can appear as a sudden insight. So according to researchers, insight can occur because you realize that the problem is actually similar to something that you have dealt with in the past, but in most cases, the underlying mental. Okay. Okay, so insight is more on your belief. Okay. Okay, so tips for creative problem solving. Okay, so by PARNES and OSBORN. So it suggests 4 tips here. Okay, the first one is to separate ideation from evaluation. So when you brainstorm your idea, okay, your creative idea, so you have identified what your ideas regarding to the solution that you have. So have a separate time for listing it down. So you must list it down very detailed. Okay, focus on generating lots of ideas. Okay, don't prioritize or evaluate them until everything is captured. Okay, means that what you have in your mind, okay, you just listing all the ideas. Okay, not judging the ideas until at the end of the ideas. Okay, so you do not evaluate the ideas yet. So you just list, if you think about 10 solutions that you have, so just list all the 10 ideas, okay, creative ideas. Okay, and then another tips is to judging will shut it down. So nothing stop the flow of creative idea faster than judging them on the spot. So wait until the brainstorming is over before you evaluate. Okay, do not evaluate. Okay, do not remove the ideas yet. Okay, just accept all the ideas. Okay, because if you restrict your ideas, you not become the creative person. Okay, and then restate problems as question. Okay, this is one of the technique, okay, to solve the problem. So you will ask question how to solve the problem. Is it okay to is this the best solution? Okay, so that is where you try to brainstorm the idea. And use yes and to expand idea. Okay, it is way too easy to shut down and negate ideas, but using the word but, okay, but I think it is better. Okay, so avoid this at all costs. Instead, expand on what previous introduced by saying yes and. Okay, so always use the positive word, okay, to expand or to make sure that you have consider all your creative ideas for your problem or to solve your problem. Okay, so by Edward Thorndike in 1911 about trial and error. So it is actually regarding law of effect. Okay, if you succeed via trial and error, you are more likely to use those same actions and ideas that led to your previous success when you face the problem again. Okay, so this is what we call that the trial and error. So you have identify what are the solution from your trial and error. So then you will remember the solution for the same problem that you face in the future. Okay, productive thinking model, okay, by Tim Hurson. So we have 6 here. Okay, what are the productive thinking model in order for you to solve the problem? So number 1 is ask what is going on. Okay, define the problem and its impact on your company. Then clarify your vision for the future. Okay, number 2, ask what is success. Okay, define what the solution must do, what resources it needs in scope, and the values it upholds. Okay. And then number 3, ask what is the question. Okay, generate a long list of questions that when answered will solve the problem. Okay, after that, okay, you will generate answers, okay, from the list of questions, okay, you have listed in step number 3. Okay, number 5, okay, you forge the solution, evaluate the ideas with potential based on the criteria from step number 2. Okay, then you pick the solution. And number 6, you align the resources, okay, identify people and resources to execute the solution. So this is another way for you to solve the problem. Okay, so actually number 1 is about your analysis of your problem or identify your problem. Okay, and also number 2. Okay, and number 3 is to list all the ideas. Number 4 is to generate all the questions from number 3, and number 5, pick a solution. Number 6 is to implement or to execute the solution. Okay, identifying root cause of problem. Okay, how to identify the root cause of problem? So when you have problem, so actually before you propose a solution, so you need to identify the root cause. Okay, when you know what is the root cause, then you can propose a very best solution, a very good solution. Okay, so how to identify? So this is some of the tools that you can use. Okay, for example, you can use cause and effect wishbone diagram, okay, which is we have discussed earlier, okay, in the previous topic. Okay, and then we have analogical thinking, okay, using analogies to solve problems. Okay, then we have ask 12 what else, okay, and then we have 5 whys. So this is whys that you need to answer. So basically, when you identify the root cause, is actually you ask a question, okay, regarding to the problem that you have. Okay, so 4 takeaways. Okay, don't start by trying to solve the problem. So means that when you have the problem, okay, do not start solve the problem. Okay, but aim to understand the root of the problem first. Then you will find the great solution. Okay, number 2, use question to generate ideas for solving the problem. Okay, and then number 3, look to previous problems to find the answers to new ones. Okay, so this is another way or strategy that you can find in order for you to propose a new solution to the problem. Okay, number 4, clear your preconceived ideas and past experiences before attempting to tackle the problem. Okay, so clear your past experience. So even you have maybe almost similar problem, so do not look at the past experience. Okay, try to refresh or try to look the problem in a new or refresh way. Okay, so that's all that we have, okay, for our topic And so I hope that you can try to understand how to solve a problem using IT solution, because we will have two workshop regarding or to your group project. And then we will look at what are the tools, what are the method that you can use using creative thinking to solve the problem. So we will have two workshop. So first you need to identify your group, right? So that's all about our topic, creative problem solving using IT solution. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.